go!
Britain is a nation of foodies.
Sweet.
Really peppery.
But what do we really know about where our food comes from?
I've never been cornered by an ostrich.
This is like Oxford Circus, but for cows.
And how it's processed before it reaches our plates.
This is incredible. The place is run by robots.
We're going to the ends of the earth to find out what's really in our food.
Whoa! I've got to change my transport.
We're meeting the people who make it.
Don't know where to look.
And we're asking the questions to learn the truth.
Let's do it.
On tonight's show, we revisit our most exotic and intrepid food investigations.
I wouldn't want to put my banana in there, would you?
No, thank you.
Kate's on a mission in Malaysia, discovering the unappealing truth about bananas.
There might be one day when I go to the supermarket, there's no bananas.
And gets to grips with the slippery truth about the origins of jellied eels.
So there are eels in there?
Hopefully.
Matt's off to Scotland to discover how whiskey gets its distinctive flavour.
You can smell the whiskey fumes.
And gets an explanation into how farmers find those elusive double yolkers.
Come to the Scottish borders, where there's a massive chicken.
I discover that to make mature cheese, you need a little help from some very little friends.
The cheese is alive with mites.
And visit Denmark to discover how their pigs keep our supermarket shelves stacked with bacon.
How many pigs do you process a day?
20,000.
First up, bananas.
Now, why is it that you only sell one type of banana? You know, like with an apple, you get like a Cox apple and then you get a Braeburn. And if you're lucky, you'll get a Pink Lady. Those are my favourites.
I mean, you do get a choice. I mean, you get, like, eat-me bananas. You get everyday value bananas. West bananas is just a banana.
Yeah. Just sitting here looking at my bananas, and I thought, yeah, they're all the same. They're just all...
They are all boring. They're all yellow.
Yeah, all yellow, sitting here like they own the place, and you think, well, there should be at least a couple different varieties.
Bananas are just like strawberries.
I'm on a quest to get to the bottom of why there is only one type of banana for sale in the supermarket. Dear.
I think bananas really taste the same. I'm certainly pass your comments on to our buying department.
Pass it on to the top banana.
Kate's headed to one of the countries where the world's first edible bananas were discovered, Malaysia.
Wow, it is hot.
Kate's en route to a plantation just north of the capital, Kuala Lumpur. Here they grow the Cavendish banana. It's pretty special as the Cavendish is the only one available in most British supermarkets.
These don't look very healthy. Look at the state of them.
Kate's arranged to meet agricultural expert Dr. Ting Su Yen.
Your banana plants all look pretty ropey. So what is wrong with them?
Cavendish here is very susceptible to Panama wilt disease. What happens to the plant itself is the yellowing of the leaves.
The trunk of the
trunk,
tree
yes.
is just splitting.
Yeah, and eventually it will just collapse. Yeah.
And how does this tree contract this disease?
This is in the soil, and it enters into the feeder roots, and it gets into the plant.
And is there anything you can do about it?
Unfortunately, no.
Because Panama disease is a fungus, it thrives in Malaysia's warm, wet climate and has decimated plantations all across Southeast Asia.
There might be one day when I go to the supermarket, there's no bananas and they're not coming back.
Probably, yeah.
Probably?
Probably, yes.
That's pretty serious, isn't it? I mean,
Yes.
Can you imagine a whole fruit wiped out?
Wiped out, yes. The extinction of banana, yeah.
Could it really be the end of this banana? And are there any other varieties? Kate's off to the capital's main market to see what's on offer.
I'm looking for banana.
Banana, you want banana inside?
Ah, look at these, hey?
Just like apples, they've got over a dozen different varieties on this stall alone.
This one, darling, this one small one, this one local, gold banana.
It's much sweeter, you know?
Very sweet, yes, really sweet.
Amazingly, there are over 1,000 varieties of banana in the world. But all of them are susceptible to this banana blight. Does this disease really have the potential to kill off the world's bananas? We'll find out later.
Next up, cheese.
I love my cheese, and I'm not alone. We eat a staggering 700,000 tonnes of it every year, and the more mature, the better. But what makes mature cheese mature?
So what's the difference between the sort of the extra mature and the vintage and the sort of traditional then?
Oh, that I wouldn't know, I'm afraid.
I don't mind waiting. I'm just here having some cheese and biscuits.
Maybe it's really old, mouldy.
So the difference, say, like from an extra mature and then a traditional is just the taste?
Just a taste, yeah.
Right.
The only thing I could say is give the makers a call.
So none the wiser. I'm off to Devon to meet cheesemaker Mary Quick.
Hey, Mary.
Hi, how
Nice to see you. I'm
Good.
Jim.
Great to
Lovely
meet you.
cows. Right, well, let's see your cheese.
Yeah, let's go.
This family business has been producing award-winning cheeses for the last 25 years.
So, Mary, this is incredible. How many cheeses would you have in here?
At the moment, I think there's about 5,000 cheeses in here.
But what's the big difference then between extra mature and your mature?
For us, mature cheese is 12 to 15 months old. Extra mature for us is 18 to 21 months. Over 2 years old, which is our vintage, starts developing some really interesting flavours.
Mary's cheddar is made the old-fashioned way, by wrapping cheese curd in cloth, then leaving each individual truckle to mature on the shelf for as long as it needs.
What you've got on the outside of these cheeses is that lovely mould garden. And there are things that like to eat that mould. Cheese mite.
Mites?
Yeah.
So the kind of mites that you find in the garden, tiny little spider mites, those types of things?
Oh, even tinier. Tiny, weeny. I mean, you can't see that they're individual little creatures.
They're eating the cheese or eating the rind. What are they doing?
In the right balance, they're just walking through the mould garden that's sitting on the outside of a traditional cheese, helping to form the rind.
They're an important part of cheese making.
Yeah, they
Let's
really
have a look
are.
at these critters then. Where are they?
Look, can you just see, like dust?
Yes. Little microscope. The cheese is alive with mites. In a way, keeping your mould under control.
Yeah. If you get too many, they will start eating away, not just at the moulds, which is really helpful, but they will actually start eating into the rind and then into the cheese themselves. So they will then go into the cheese, or certainly cause the cheese to open up and have more mould.
So the purpose of these mites is to eat the mould. But too many mites and they'll spoil the cheese. Mary's come up with a way of keeping this greedy mite population under control.
So it's just a bit of compressed air?
And then we've got the dust extractor pulling the air through, so any mite that come off are drawn up in the filter.
I wouldn't want to be a mite then. You're a mite, you're finished.
The truckles are regularly zapped with air to keep their numbers down. When the cheese leaves Mary's factory, she likes to give it one last zap to make sure they are cheese mite free.
But do all cheesemakers do the same? Later, I'll be testing some of our favourite high street fromages to find out.
Oh yes, I can see mites on that.
Next up, whiskey.
You might think I'm a bit stupid, really, but what gives whiskey that whiskey flavour?
On the box, it says loads of things like subtle hint of marzipan and chocolate. So what, do you put all those things in there?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
It turned out that there's plain caramel, which is blended into the biscuit.
So the caramel gives its flavour?
The germination of barley gives it its rich flavour.
Ah, it makes your frisky whiskey.
I'm not getting anywhere on this one, but I know a man who'd be happy to oblige.
Tomorrow I'm going to get up very early and I'm going to fly to Scotland, obviously the home, the spiritual home of whiskey, to find out exactly what goes into this and what gives it its unique flavour. Yeah, ain't life tough, eh?
Matt's come to the banks of the River Spey in the Highlands of Scotland.
This is what I've come to see. This is proper Scotland. This is whiskey country. And now I need to find out how they make the stuff.
Matt's visiting one of the most famous distilleries, Glenfiddich.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing, Matt?
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Jennifer.
to meet you.
Jennifer Proctor is senior guide here at the distillery.
This is great.
Whiskey is made by fermenting barley, then refining the alcohol using these giant stills.
So what's this coming out here?
That's what will become whiskey.
It doesn't look like whiskey, it looks more like vodka.
It's going to take all of its colour and about 60 to 70% of its flavour from the casks that we're going to use.
Really?
Yeah.
So a large part of what becomes whiskey and what we know whiskey to be is going to come from the barrel?
Yeah, like Disney.
Yeah. Wow. I like it here.
It's good, isn't it?
God, there's a lot of whiskey sat here.
The same clear spirit goes into each and every barrel, and it's the barrels that add the colour to the whiskey. Surprisingly, they add up to 70% of the flavour, which is helped along because the barrels have been used before.
So that's from a sherry cask. Yeah.
That looks like sherry.
Really rich, really dark colours.
And this one is an ex-American bourbon cask.
Look at the difference.
So it's much lighter in colour.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, these are entirely different drinks, aren't they? So the difference between that and that is purely based on the barrel that it's sat in. Really?
Yeah.
The contents of these second-hand barrels will eventually be blended together, water added, and aged for at least 12 years before being bottled.
This is where the magic sort of takes over a little bit. You could have all of these casks here maturing for the same length of time, but what's going on inside each one will vary hugely from one to another.
After the break...
Wow, now this is totally different.
Matt's in Scotland, discovering what gives whiskey its world-famous flavour.
Those barrels. Look at that.
Turns out it's mostly to do with the second-hand barrels the whiskey's aged in.
Hello there.
Good morning.
Nice
I'm
to meet you.
Andrew Russell.
Andrew Russell recycles mainly American bourbon casks for the Scottish distilleries.
That's amazing. How many you got here?
We've probably got around 70,000.
Jeez.
Those are ex-bourbon bottles which have come in from Kentucky.
So what is it about the barrel that gives whiskey its flavour?
The oak itself will give off flavours.
Always oak?
Scotch whisky law says that it has to be oak. A little it depends on the type of heat treatment it's had, whether it's been toasted or charred. The toasting releases flavours from the wood. It kind of almost cracks open the surface.
When you say toast, you mean basically set fire to it? So?
Yes.
Can I see that?
Yes, we can go and see that right
Good.
now.
Is it warmer?
It is a bit warmer. This cask is ready for charring. If you want to grab it, we'll put it onto one of these fires.
This charring or toasting process exposes the fresh oak, releasing the natural flavours of the wood and the bourbon that was aged in the barrel back in Kentucky.
What sort of temperatures are going through that?
It may be 450 degrees Fahrenheit.
Really? Look at that. Video of the camera. That's lovely. You can smell the kind of whiskey fumes from it as well.
After the barrels have been charred, they are renovated by a team of craftsmen. Their impressive speed might have something to do with the fact that they are paid per barrel.
This is the finished article.
Okay, it is fair to say that there's a lot more going on in the barrel, simply just the vessel that holds the whiskey.
The cask is extremely important to the whiskey making process. Speaking from a cooperage point of view, the cask is the most important.
Morning.
Kate's investigating an epidemic that could wipe out the banana business.
I'm looking for Richard.
Got him.
Oh, morning.
Good morning,
I'm
how are
Kate.
Richard Hickson has been keeping Britain in bananas for over 20 years.
Why is it that it is just the Cavendish banana on our shelves, and yet I've seen lots of other different types of banana around the world?
Basically, they created a genetic clone that was capable of shipping over long distances, surviving 2-3 week journeys, and then arriving on the supermarket shelves fresh, sweet and tasty for the consumer.
So you're telling me that every single banana in this warehouse is a genetic clone?
Yes, it is.
I've been to a banana plantation where there's been utter devastation, and it's killing these off.
You can't help not being worried about it. If a disease hits, we'll wipe out the entire crop of banana itself.
Should I be stockpiling these?
No. You tend to find that most of the bananas that we have in here or Europe itself come from Latin America. Probably referring to Panama disease or TR4. It hasn't reached Latin America yet.
So why hasn't the disease hit Latin America? Surely it's only a matter of time.
We're bound for Peru to get to the bottom of whether we really are facing a banana-geddon.
Kate's headed to Piura in the north of the country.
Just landed in Peru. I'm at the baggage belt and a big golden retriever has just been jumping up my rucksack. He wouldn't leave me alone and it's a sniffer dog. Anyway, the man said, have you got anything in your bag? Have you got any fruit? I was like, we're doing a story in bananas. Of course I've got a banana. So I had to hand it over.
Kate's going to a fair trade cooperative plantation to find out how so far Peru has avoided this banana blight. Head farmer Ramel Garcia is all set to give her the guided tour.
I've come to see your bananas. Nobody told me we were going on a bike. I've got a skirt on. I wasn't the most glamorous.
Peru and its neighbours Ecuador, Colombia and Costa Rica are now known as the Banana Belt. This plantation alone has nearly 40,000 cloned Cavendish banana trees.
Now, Ramil, I've just been in Malaysia where their banana trees are sick. They have Panama disease. You know, it's coursing around the world. Are you concerned?
Claro que nos preocupa mucho cuando estas enfermedades o estas plagas se van apoderando del mundo. Y también nosotros tenemos acá un clima tropical seco.
So, is Peru a little haven where Panama disease will never hit?
El mal de Panamá es un hongo, entonces los hongos se reproducen en zonas húmedas y a nosotros tener un clima seco no permite la proliferación o el desarrollo de este tipo de hongos.
This dry climate means the trees are thriving, so harvesting is a year-round operation. Each Cavendish tree only ever produces one bunch. So as soon as it's picked, the tree is felled to make way for a new sapling growing next to it.
Look at this!
Dependiendo del sector, tenemos que jalamos mucho más lejos todavía, unos 2,000 metros.
So you're pulling bananas on your giant banana conveyor belt. He is a very, very strong man.
200,000 bananas a week are processed here by hand.
It's a giant banana bag.
The cloned Cavendish banana has been designed to be picked while still green and then ripened only at their destination. They're rinsed in water and potassium sulfate to remove the sap.
Oh, that is sticky. You see, it's all gone.
They are then boxed before they set off on their 2-week boat journey to our supermarkets. The arid climate in this small pocket of Peru may well provide a safe haven for the Cavendish banana, but the world eats a lot of them.
Coming here, you would not think for a second that the Cavendish banana is facing a global epidemic. But I can't see how on earth these guys in this small area of Peru are going to be able to supply the world's demand for the banana. That's just bonkers.
If Panama disease continues its march across the world and wipes out our beloved Cavendish, the only solution is another test tube banana, a new improved disease-resistant version.
Back to cheese. Earlier, I discovered that some traditionally made mature cheeses have mites living on their rind.
The cheese is alive with mites.
And one thing is still really bugging me.
What I want to find out is, are there mites on the cheese you can get in delis and supermarkets? So I brought this lot to the top scientists to find out.
Hi, nice to see you.
Richard Wall is a professor of zoology who knows a cheese mite when he sees one.
They're related to the spiders.
Yeah.
So they've all got piercing, sucking mouth parts. These are the mouth parts. Essentially, the rest of the body is just gut. And they're just machines for feeding and reproducing.
Time to get unwrapping to see whether any of our supermarket deli cheeses have got mites stowed away on their rind.
This is like CSI cheese, isn't it, really?
Indeed.
Good cheese, huh?
First up, the UK's favourite, cheddar.
There's no signs of anything, mite, faeces, or anything.
Nothing?
No eggs, no.
So far, no cheese mites.
Try this pecorino. This one I found is a bit more mouldy rind.
Oh, yes, I can see mites on that.
Wow, there we are. Ba-bam! Mr. Mite. Hello, mate.
Next up, mimolette.
So, Richard, I've got a little treat here for you. I've got some French cheese. They intentionally put mites on it to help give it flavour.
Wow, now this is totally different.
Oh.
Absolutely heaving with mites. What you can see there is the movement of the mites.
Look at that! They're beautiful little things, aren't they? What kind of extra flavour are they going to add?
They're supposed to give it a slightly more nutty flavour.
Yeah. Is it the mites that are changing the flavour of the cheese, or are we tasting the nuttiness of the mites?
I mean, I don't think people are actually sure. The mites are supposed to aerate the surface of the cheese slightly, so they get a break through the surface and they allow more oxygen through to the cheese.
Do you think we need to grow up a little bit when we look at things like this and sort of go, oh, mites on my cheese? Actually, do you think, well, grow up, they're everywhere. If you want to enjoy really good cheese, you've got to enjoy it with the mites.
That's right. These microorganisms, these mites are all around us in every ecosystem, on us all the time, and so we just have to get used to them. They're there, they're extremely useful and important components of a natural ecosystem.
Delicious cheese, though.
Good long flavour, yeah, very nice.
And that's thanks to the mites as well.
What about mature cheeses that don't have rinds, like the ones you make your sarnies with? I've come to Somerset to meet cheesemaker Charlie Barber.
Nice to meet you, I'm Jim.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
I've come to see if you've got cheese mites.
Cheese mites? Well, I sincerely hope not, but perhaps we better go and have a look.
Right, lovely.
The cheese curd in this factory is produced using the same traditional method as smaller artisan farms, just on a massive scale. But it's the way the cheese is left to mature that makes it different.
Why are you putting it in this plastic?
To protect it. So we want the cheese to mature in the bag so that there's no contact with the air, so there's no mould growth, so the final yield of the cheese is going to be the best it can be.
What about cheese mites?
Cheese mites are not something that we want to kind of react with our cheese. You know, what we've got there is what is all we need. So that just needs to get into a cheese store at 11 degrees and start maturing.
Despite spending up to 2 years maturing in its airtight wrapper, like other supermarket cheeses packaged in this way, it's rind-free and mite-free.
So the way you keep cheese mites off your cheese, you don't let them on there in the first place, plus you don't create the habitat that they love.
Exactly, that's going to work every time.
Now, bacon. In Britain, we consume over 200,000 tonnes of it a year. It's an industry worth 1.3 billion.
Customer service, how can I help?
Hi there, quick question about bacon.
And there's one country who are making a killing.
The Danish bacon seems to be predominant, and I don't understand what it is about them. Is it because they've got bigger, fatter, juicier pigs? Why don't you see French bacon or Russian bacon or Spanish bacon? Do you know?
I can't actually answer, I'm afraid.
It's everywhere. Danish this, Danish that. It's a bacon conspiracy.
Yes, I was totally, I was there with you, Dave.
There. We need to investigate.
We will definitely. We have pigs everywhere, but it's very true.
I reckon when a pig disappears, it ends up turning up in Denmark.
The kidnapped the puppet.
They're pig-napped.
To find out just how they're doing it, this little pig's on his way to Denmark. The company I'm visiting is in the town of Horsens, a couple of hours' drive from Copenhagen.
Look at the size of that factory. In Star Wars terms, this is the Death Star of pork factories. That makes you Han Solo.
And that makes me Luke Skywalker. This is the largest meat processing company in Europe.
Hi there, I'm Jim.
I'm Pierre.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm here to find out why you Danes are so good at producing so much bacon.
Oh, it sounds nice. I would like to tell a story.
Great, it's a huge factory you've got here.
Yes.
My guide for the day is factory manager Per Larsen. Pigs are processed 24 hours a day.
Oh my word. I've never seen so many pigs in my life. It's absolutely incredible. How many pigs do you process a day?
We have a total capacity of 20,000.
20,000 pigs a day?
The scale of this place is enormous. The slaughterhouse itself is the size of 10 football pitches.
How many rooms like this have you got?
3.
You've got 3 of these?
Yes.
Whoa.
Despite processing 20,000 pigs a day, there aren't many people on the factory floor.
Make a decision.
Pigs everywhere.
Wherever you turn, the machines seem to be in charge.
So what are they doing here?
The first process here, when they go on the blue belts, they have taken a picture with 2 cameras.
And what does that do?
It automatically adjusts the saw.
By taking that picture, it allows the robot to adjust.
Yes.
Each bit of the pig is heading to the country which will pay the highest price. While the trotters and heads go to China, we bring home the bacon.
That's the bit that you're going to turn into bacon, is it?
Exactly.
Next stop is Pear's latest gadget.
This is new machine. It's called a 3D scanner.
3D scanner for bacon?
Yeah. We do not leave more or less fat than the customer wants. 3 millimeters, 8 millimeters, whatever.
That's how good it is?
Yes.
Basically, that's been peeled like a banana.
Exactly.
I wouldn't want to put my banana in there, would you?
No, thank you.
Just 5 days after the pigs first arrived, they're vacuum packed and exported, ready to be sliced as bacon.
Why are you Danes so good at producing bacon?
We have been exporting bacon to England now for more than 125 years. So it's by tradition. Danish is a brand. And then I believe that we can produce a quality and a volume that satisfies a lot of companies. Export is a little bit more than 90% of all pork meat produced in Denmark.
Where is this going?
England.
Shall I jump in with it?
Yes, please.
Later, we see how the Danes are winning the bacon war with the real stars of this abattoir. Next up, eels.
Do you know what I've got on my plate?
No, and I don't like the look of it either.
Jellied eel sales are booming. They're now sold in over 300 supermarkets nationwide.
Have you ever eaten them in London town?
No, I know they get them out the sewers though, don't they? Sometimes.
The eels out the sewers?
Despite the fact we don't seem to know much about them.
Where in the world do you think these eels come from?
I'm going to go for Asia somewhere. I'm going to gamble.
Where do you think these traditionally came from?
London.
Cornwall?
To get to the bottom of where eels really come from, Kate headed to the West Country at the height of the floods.
Oh my God. Water as far as the eyes can see. And when you see it close up, it is unbelievable, like nothing I've ever seen before. Well, you must be Andrew, waiting for me on the hillside.
Nice to see you. Yeah, great
Lovely to meet you.
Yeah.
Andrew Kerr is the chairman of the Sustainable Eel Group and at the forefront of eel conservation.
Now, what has all of this got to do with eels?
Okay. Well, their population has collapsed, and one of the reasons the population has collapsed is all their migration routes are blocked. But when you get a flood like this, the eels can get round all those man-made obstacles that stops them.
What, the eels? They're loving it?
Absolutely loving it.
So, am I right in thinking that our waterways are causing problems for eels at first base? I mean, they're encountering obstacles.
Yes, throughout.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. And what I'm going to do is take you to one now, right at the mouth, a really big obstacle.
Andrew and Kate head to the Dunball Sluice, a huge dam which is helping to drain the Somerset levels and keep seawater at bay.
What is it about a barrier like this that's causing problems for eels?
It's the entry for this particular barrier that's the problem. The babies can't get in. The baby ones have floated for 2 years across the ocean.
So eels do not have their babies here in rivers in England?
No. They've come from the Sargasso Sea, somewhere north of Bermuda.
What?
Yep. And
what?
Unbelievable journey. So a barrier like this of concrete and steel doors shuts them out of the river system that they're trying to float into and then into their nursery habitats.
I want to see one.
Let's go and find some baby eels that have just arrived.
Along the riverbank, lights twinkle in the distance.
Every 50 yards or so, a lantern with a fisherman underneath it.
Can we go and see one of these fishermen?
Yeah, let's head down and find Anna.
Anna is one of 400 people in Britain with a licence to catch baby eels for conservation.
This is Kate.
Hi, nice to meet you at this ungodly hour.
This river is a prime route for the lucky eels who've made it all the way from the Caribbean.
What have you got?
Oh, incredible! Nothing like I expected.
They don't look like grown-up eels, do they?
No, not at all.
Come on, little guys, come on.
Only 1% of baby eels, known as elvers, make it upriver to nutrient-rich ditches, streams, and eventually to adulthood.
So if you didn't do what you're doing here tonight, what would happen to these little guys?
What happens to a lot of them, unfortunately, they get caught up in the man-made obstacles in the way. And they get killed, basically.
Around a quarter of rescued elvers are reared for consumption. The rest are used for restocking British and European eel habitats.
They will go to farms, and they will be grown from this big to this big over 2 or 3 years, and then we fly them to be released into the rivers and wetlands of Europe.
Later, Kate travels to London to find out how many eels still survive in their traditional homeland. Next up, eggs. It used to be once in a blue moon that you'd crack open your morning egg to find 2 tasty yolks inside. Now you can even buy special double yolker boxes. But how do the hen farmers guarantee these wonder eggs?
How do you get your double yolkers?
I'm not quite sure about that, sir.
Are they great big chickens?
Yeah.
It's the same species of chicken, it's just a lot larger chicken. It's just a giant chicken.
They must sort of sit on 2 eggs and they form 1 egg.
It must be special type of chickens. I'm not quite much.
I thought it was a special type of chicken.
Yeah, definitely special type of chicken, yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Special type of chicken.
Matt's taking the high road to find out if these double yolkers really are from special chickens or if there's another explanation altogether.
Come to the Scottish borders where there's a massive chicken farm on an industrial scale to find out. Hopefully they've got a few.
This is one of the largest egg producers in the UK, popping out 1.5 million eggs every day of the year. In the early 1990s, they started selling boxes of double yolkers to the British supermarkets.
So this is my chicken farm. You a double yoker? What about you?
Matt's come to meet John Campbell, who set up this business with his wife back in 1959.
John.
How do you do?
Matt, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Matt.
I'm on a hunt for these double yolkers.
Yep. Could be your lucky day. Here's my pal Keith.
Wow.
The farm has 10 of these huge barns, each containing 32,000 free-range hens.
These are 25 weeks old. This is when they lay most of the double yolkers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And they're quite rare.
A double yoker is like a twin.
Where do they lay there?
Oh, well, they lay in the nest, and we must come and show you.
All right, where is it?
A bird always lays in the nest. Come on round and see it.
I've never seen so many chickens in my life. So what am I looking for, John? Am I looking for like a brown egg, a white egg?
Well, you're looking for an egg that's a wee bit bigger than an ordinary egg.
Right.
And I'll look along here, because there's quite a lot of eggs they're just laying just now. And here's one here. Yep, a lovely big brown egg.
So that could be a double yoker?
Yeah, most likely to be a double yoker.
Okay. How can you tell? I mean, it's very heavy.
Yeah, but it's bigger than all the rest.
Really?
Yep.
So how does that compare? Can I grab another one?
Yeah.
Is there another egg in here?
Yeah.
That's a normal egg? That's a normal egg. Okay, all right. So they're very different, actually. The weight of that.
Yep, that's right.
And they're still warm.
Yep.
The process of laying an egg is not as painful as it looks. The 1,500 double yolkers that pass through here every day cost twice as much as a normal egg. Each of them has to be tested by hand, by a candling lamp, which is actually little more than a domestic torch.
Take an egg and we'll hold it up to the torch and we'll see if it's got 2 yolks in it.
Ah. So that's what I can see bobbling around inside.
2 yolks spinning around inside there.
All right, okay. Subtle, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, 2 there.
I got it. So can I check that?
Yeah. That tray there.
All right. Ah.
2 yolks.
Beautiful.
Bingo.
First double yoker, Matt.
Okay, off
know where they come from now?
Yeah. Chickens.
Earlier, Matt visited a farm which provides a steady supply of eggs, not with 1 yolk, but 2.
So now I know how to find a double yolker, I need to know how to make one. So I'm going to go meet an expert.
He's come to Glasgow's School of Veterinary Medicine to meet Dr. Maureen Bain, who's in the middle of an unusual operation.
Hi. Oh, okay. Nice to meet you. Maureen, I'm hoping.
Yes.
So Maureen, what I really want to know is how do you make a double yolker egg?
Well, she actually makes a double yolked egg by mistake. It's a young chicken that produces double yolked eggs, and in a normal situation, what would happen is a single yolk mass would be released from the ovary,
Right.
and then it would be basically forming an egg. But in a young bird, she basically sometimes sheds two yolks,
Okay.
and they basically get wrapped up in one egg.
Mistake or not, double yolks go through exactly the same process as any regular egg.
So we've got a frozen chicken here
Yep.
that you've sawn in half.
Yeah, not the type of frozen chicken that you're maybe used to, because
Yeah.
we've got all of the guts and everything in here.
Yeah.
But it's really good because this is actually a laying hen, and you can actually see where she's producing her egg in this area here.
So these are all yolks, are they?
Yep, so what she does is every day in her ovary, she will have one yolk mass which is ready to be shed, and she'll have 6 other ones that are at different stages of development. So the next one down from
Really?
it starts to develop, and then 24 hours later, it will shed as well.
24 hours it takes to start from the ovary?
Yep, to
out
an egg. Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that all?
Maureen's laid out a hen's ovarian tube to help illustrate the journey of a yolk.
It's about 1 metre long.
Good Lord.
What you can see, these little beady things,
Yeah.
these are all potential eggs. This yolk
Goes on
mass here is probably the next one that would have been shed, and it would basically be released from the ovary into this funnel, and then it travels all the way down here, and as it's travelling down this bit,
Yeah.
it's getting the egg white, and then this is the big shell gland where it spends about 18 hours
And that's where it
forming.
collects the shell?
Yep.
And that's where it goes out?
Yep.
In the case of some young birds, one of the next yolks in line is released from the ovary by accident, giving us 2 yolks in one shell.
So can you predict a double yolker?
Well, if you're a producer and you had a young flock coming into lay, a proportion of the birds will be producing double yolked eggs, but it's difficult to know how many of those birds would actually do this because it is a freak of nature.
So as sure as eggs is eggs, it seems there'll always be a ready supply of double yolkers. Back to bacon.
Please mind the head. We will go under here. Okay?
Go.
I'm in a Danish pig factory finding out just how they ensure we Brits get our daily fix. They process up to 20,000 pigs a day. There's a constant stream of trucks, each delivering pigs from farms across Denmark. Within minutes of arriving here, they're separated into small groups to say a final farewell.
Their final destination up there, isn't it?
Yes.
How do you kill them?
We knock them out with CO2.
So you use gas, CO2, to knock them out?
Yes.
So it just knocks them out and they go to sleep?
Yes. Then we will take them out on a belt, put a chain on the back leg,
Yeah.
then we will stick them.
Okay.
To remove the blood.
Can I go see that?
No, we cannot film it.
This company policy protects the identity of the workers who slaughter the pigs. The blood is then drained, the carcasses are de-haired and washed, then moved swiftly onto the production line.
They've had their hair removed.
Yes.
So what's the first process of actually breaking down the carcass?
First process you'll see here on your right-hand side. First robot. This is how it's done by opening the chest by a saw.
Well, sure, I've never ever seen a robot working in a slaughterhouse before. That is incredible.
Robots are routinely used here for some of the bloodiest, messiest jobs that would normally be done by hand.
Yes, this is the most automized robot we have. It has several operations. It's cutting the tenderloin and the diaphragm, and taking out the guts and the organs.
All the guts and organs coming out now?
Coming out now.
Wow.
It's this advanced automation that makes this abattoir one of the most efficient in the world. And the Danes are very matter-of-fact about it all.
Come and have a look by these windows.
They have 25,000 visitors a year, including school children, who can see for themselves the entire process.
Is entering the conveyor system, brings it along to the next guy who is standing with a knife. And the knife is added on to the end of a tube. So this knife is put into the trachea. and entering more or less up to the heart, where you've got some big veins. You've got them and the pig's got them. And then the heart itself actually pumps out the blood.
Are you quite happy with what you've seen? You think it's not so bad?
Yeah.
Do you think more people should come and see this?
Yes. Important thing to know how it happens when you eat it.
If you eat meat, and it's a very important part of your education, you're very lucky. Not many abattoirs have got glass walls.
If we had a completely closed policy, they would say what's actually going on in behind those walls, and they wouldn't get the complete idea of how the production works.
It hasn't put you off eating bacon? No. No? Yeah? And are you glad that you've seen it?
Yes.
Well, good for you. Enjoy
You're only at the beginning. At the end, we could ask you again. Yeah.
Now, back to eels. Earlier, Kate found out that our eel stocks are on the decline. To find out if jellied eels are still swimming in their traditional home, she's gone fishing.
There he is, a white boat.
Dave Pearce is one of the longest-serving commercial eel fishermen on the Thames.
Ahoy!
So if anyone can get hold of our slippery friends, it's him.
So there are eels in there?
Hopefully, otherwise I'm going to look a fool.
So where's a good eel spot?
Well, anywhere really.
What, they're all in the Thames, everywhere?
Everywhere, yeah.
So how do we catch them?
Today we want to catch quite a few, so we're using what they call a fyke net.
The prime season for catching eels is April until December. On a good day, Dave can haul in over 100 of the little wrigglers.
You got some in there?
Yeah.
Look at those, look at those! A wriggling, writhing mass of net and eel. Oh! Dave, I need some help. How do I pick one of these up? Is it possible? They're so,
they're so
slippery.
These are the bags I keep them in.
Yeah.
Put your hand in the bag.
Oh, right, you just need a bit of
grip.
traction. Right, OK. Lovely
put your
job.
hand in there.
Right, got it. Got it, got it, got it. Oh. So how old do you reckon this eel is?
A £2 eel can be 20, so he's not quite £2, so
20?
He's a teenager.
Gosh, it takes an awful long time to grow,
Yeah.
doesn't it? So this is the kind of eel that I will find in my jellied eels.
My ones go to Holland.
It goes to Holland?
Yeah.
Why don't you sell them in the East End? I mean, we're pretty much here.
I mean, I can only do the summer, and obviously the shops are open all year.
And so, if I want to find out where my jellied eels come from...
But there are sort of factories who deal in just making jellied eels. And the one I suggest you go to is a firm called Bradley's. They make tons of jellied eels.
Bradley's in southwest London produce 15,000 pots of jellied eels a week. But if their eels aren't coming from the Thames, where are they coming from?
Blimey, that is fishy. Hello.
Hello.
Kate.
Frank, pleased to meet you.
Right, where are these eels?
Come and follow me. This is eels.
Look at
The
those.
way we produce them.
Tell you something, Frank. I've just seen a bag of eels on a boat. Just this morning, we went fishing on the Thames, caught some eels.
Well, that you're very lucky to do, because there's not many people in England catch eels now.
You're telling me that this eel didn't come from the Thames?
No. This eel came from New Zealand, halfway around the world.
From New Zealand?
New Zealand.
What's wrong with our stock?
In this country, we can't get enough eels to make it worth our while, so the only way we can do it is to buy them from New Zealand.
New Zealand eels are grown in rivers to their optimum size in just 5 to 6 years, before being frozen and transported 11,000 miles, ready to be defrosted by Frank's team.
Because looking at them here in this big bucket, I mean, they all look the same size, whereas this morning on the Thames, all different shapes and sizes.
We like this particular size, so we pay more money for it.
For the jellied eel,
For the jellied eel, this is the best one.
this is the best size.
That's the best size.
And unfortunately, our waters can't supply enough eels for you to supply jellied eels all year round.
Once the eels have been topped, tailed and gutted, Frank's chopper cuts the fish into uniform half-inch rounds.
So that is the perfect cut for a jellied eel.
And that's what they call a horseshoe. You get people come up and they want the horseshoe bits, because when you eat it like that. It comes off the bone.
Once the eels are boiled, Frank adds gelatine.
Blimey.
After filling, the pots are then chilled for 3 hours.
Look at that. That's more like it. The finished products.
Come on, back round the shop.
And now the moment Kate's been waiting for.
This is my first jellied eel, Frank.
This is going to convert you.
OK, I'm ready.
Right, now what I'll do to make it easier for you, I'll take it off the bone and just give you the piece of eel.
Right, lovely. OK, right. I don't know what I was afraid of, really. It's really nice. One day, hopefully, in a few years, you'll be like, yeah, just haul these out the Thames. Here we go.
I hope that's the truth as well.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't ride camels round here.